It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Dallas Mavericks at the American Airlines Center. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey, Greg, when you're taking on a back-to-back, does your approach change at all?
Yeah, there's a strategy to who you play and who you rest. Some of it's matchup-based, but a lot of it just comes down to how guys are feeling and making that judgment call.
Now, here's Nash. Nowitzki gets a wide-open look. Kept alive. Here's Bradley. It's to Van Exel. Second shot opportunity. Excellent D there from Allen. And so Allen will bring it up for Milwaukee. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Lock at 6. Bradley sets the pick for Nowitzki. Dallas needs to get off a shot. It's stolen by Johnson. Red against Nash. Red passes to Cassell. Over Finley. Cassell, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Van Exel passes to Nash. Here's Nowitzki, and the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
Such a presence inside with the ball in his hands. Good decision by Dirk to put it right back up.
Nash against Cassell. Pass to Red. Ray Allen is on the wing. Johnson with a screen on Van Exel. Cracks in the tray.
This is Allen's shot for sure, and you got to love the quick release and the textbook efficiency of his form.
Nash against Cassell. Bradley sets the pick for Nash. Fires from deep. That's good from Nowitzki on the assist by Nash. Nowitzki's got 5 points so far.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here is Red. Really played well against New Jersey in his last outing. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Hey, he's not just a jump shooter now. Red, excellent at finding angles and available space inside.
And the Mavericks with some changes. LaFrancis checked in for Bradley. Williams comes in for Michael Finley. And it's Johnson in for Steve Nash. Van Exel against Allen. And he drives in. And the basket by Van Exel.
That is Nick the Quick for you right there, using that trademark speed to do damage on the drive.
Cassell against Johnson. Allen outside. Pass to Kukoc. Shoots the 3. Johnson with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And good that time. Van Exel's got his second basket of the night.
And good work there from Van Exel, finding some space inside and exploiting it.
It's stolen by Johnson. On up the court. And the basket by Van Exel.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Cassell. Still without a basket. Red against Williams. Johnson sets the screen for Allen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he makes the first. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Mavericks leading by 3. Griffin looking it over. Nash with no one around. And it's off from three-point range. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And here is Red. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
GA, strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
And so here is Dallas following the bucket by the Bucks. 6 to shoot. Here's Nash. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
This is Nash's bread and butter, his decision-making in the pick and roll. Masterful.
Gasol, the pass to Kukoc. Baseline try. Gasol, no good. Now Griffin. He has yet to score. Nash outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Griffin.
And the quickness of Nash's game, just taking a shot there before the defense has a chance to react.
Outside, Kukoc. Gasol against Nash. Inside, here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Dallas. And the win streak sitting at an astonishing 29 games. A monumental team achievement.
Guys, I tell you what, they're playing some of the best basketball that I've ever seen. I mean, they look virtually unbeatable. The key now is they continue to try to strive for consistency, to be ready to handle whenever the next loss does come up. That's going to be the key, bouncing back when they do have somebody in this streak.
And so it's Milwaukee now, following Steve Nash's 3. Pass to Allen. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now, here is Red. Here's Cassell. Red with the ball. Allen outside. Hits it from three-point range. Allen's got 6 points.
Just a nanosecond from touching the ball. Ray Allen ready to fire.
Nash outside. To the middle. Here's Franklin. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Cassell against Nash. Pass to Red. Fires away from outside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That's his first foul. And the NBA, Clark, is seeing its pace drop the last handful of years. Teams simply aren't pushing the tempo.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, defense still remains king at the moment. The NBA goes through phases. Whatever is successful is what everybody else tries to copy. At some point, though, I do think run and gun, up and down, fast tempo basketball will return. Boy, the defense can't give Cassell these looks. He's so good from the mid-range.
And there's the drive. Here's Finley. Back to Van Exel. Pass to LaFrance. Fires the three. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Jones is checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Sampson's checked in. And it's Caffey in for Kukoc. Jones kicks to Finley. Second chance shot. Cassell grabs the miss. Bucks trail by 9. Pass to Thomas. Here's Cassell. Another guy who really kicked it up a notch for them in that game against the Nets. Here's Caffey. And here is Murray, defended by Bell. Murray, no good. Mavericks leading by 9. Here's Finley, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
First personal foul, fourth team foul.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Cassell, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
A free throw drops for Bell. Williams, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Johnson comes in for Van Exel. He doesn't get the second one. Bucks trail by 12. It's Thomas on the wing, defended by Bell.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Caffey. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Sampson. No good with the layup.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Cassell against Johnson. And for 3, Bell. Here's Jones. And here is Williams. Outside Thomas. In the corner, Murray with it. Back to Thomas. The 17-footer goes down.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
Here is Bell, following the bucket by the Bucks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
A different look for Dallas. Franklin comes in for LaFrance. And it's Nowitzki in for Popeye Jones. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Allen's checked in. Bucks trail by 11. Murray outside. Allen outside. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Allen's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, you know, he makes offense look so easy. Allen, really gifted.
Pass to Nowitzki. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Guys, I think free throw shooting is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Eduardo Nahara checked in for Williams, and Griffin subbed in for Bell.
What a player. His attitude and confidence, infectious.
Now here's Griffin. Pass to Nowitzki. A three. Sampson pulls it in. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Hits the three-point bomb. Nowitzki's got a couple of threes now in the first for Dallas.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Ooh, Dirk Nowitzki has been leading the charge for Dallas. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action in just a minute. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Looking at the draft in the past few seasons, Greg, there's a lot of young talent coming into this league right now.
And a lot of question marks, too. But you're right, Kevin. Between the dynamic players coming out of college and the guys coming from overseas, I think we have an exciting new era in front of us.
Well, friends, he's checked in for Bradley. Here's Finley. A 26-point game for him in the win against New York. Shot clock at 6. Out left to the wing. Griffin kicks to Finley. Lets the three fly. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Dallas.
Number 41, Dirk Nowitzki.
Bucks trail by 9. Now here's Murray. Pass to Caffey. Murray looking around. And that one, good. Murray's got 4 points this quarter.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here is Nahara. Thomas covering. Nowitzki for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
First one falls for him. Aja Bell, he's checked in for Griffin. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Mavericks leading by 6. And here's Bell. 11 points for him in that last game against New York.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Now here's Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Nowitzki. Caffey grabs the miss. And Murray's got the ball here for Milwaukee. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Here's Caffey. Still yet to score. Back to Murray from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nowitzki's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now Johnson. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Bell with it. They need this one. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Lets it go from deep. Down to the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And you got to run Dirk off the three-point line if you're the defense, especially from those corners.
Murray with the bounce pass. Pass to Sampson. Murray outside. Down low. Here's Caffey. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
This is where Caffey is most comfortable looking to score because he's solid at converting in this area.
Here's Bell. Now Nowitzki. Back to Bell. Dallas moving it around. A shot by LaFrance, no good. Bucks trail by 7. Here's Thomas. He picked up 12 points in their last win against New Jersey. They set the pick. Allen for 3. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for the Bucks. Red comes in for Caffey. Mavericks leading by 4. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Nash with the screen on Red. Finley takes it inside.
You like a lot about Michael Finley, but what I like most is his aggressiveness at the offensive end.
Now here's Murray. He has 5. Pass to Allen. Finley with the rebound. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And it's an 8-point Maverick lead.
Boy, he had that one lined up.
Yep, that one goes in there. Johnson's got 6.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Franklin. A 3. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. 5 points in the game.
Again and again, rinse and repeat. Nash continues to find the open man.
Bucks trail by 9. And here is Murray. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
For Milwaukee, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Dallas making a switch here. Van Exel's checked in. Caffey, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Now, here's Van Exel. He's coming off a 22-point game against New York. Here's Nash. Banked in off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
You can't let Nash get inside like that. He's so nimble and will find a way to finish.
Pass to Thomas. Second chance effort. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Bucks have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And the first one drops. And some changes here for the Bucks. Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Caffey. And it's Cassell in for Thomas. No good on the second free throw. Dallas leading by 8. Now Van Exel. 6 points for him. To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. Van Exel with a screen on Red. Here's Finley. He gets that one. Finley's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
A variety of ways for Finley to attack you inside.
Johnson against Cassell. Nobody near Allen. The shot's good. Cassell making the play.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
one can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
And, you know, Sam Cassell is about as reliable as it gets, guys. I mean, he's an excellent scorer who does a nice job running the offense and doesn't shy away from big moments either.
Nowitzki's checked in for Dallas.
You know, with the style of game he has, seems like no matter the system, he's going to succeed.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls.
Boy, you've got to love Nowitzki. As unique a player as you'll ever see, a towering 7-footer who is as good as it gets at making all kinds of jump shots.
Williams, he's checked in for Michael Finley.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Kukoc for 3, gets the three-pointer to fall. Kukoc has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Johnson outside. There's the screen. Nowitzki for 3. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. He takes it in. Kukoc gets the bucket.
And that's a go-to move for Kukoc. When he can get a step, has the ball handling skills and length to do damage.
Now, here's Johnson. No scoring in this one. Van Exel. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Every coach in this league loves assisted buckets.
Here's Cassell. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And Cassell, just a great sense for when to pull up. A high IQ guy with a smooth shot off the dribble.
Here's Van Exel. 9 points in the game so far. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Thomas checked in for Allen.
One shot.
That free throw good from Van Exel.
You know, you look at Van Exel, and he has tremendous speed and dexterity with the ball, and he knows how to get people out of their seats with his flashy style of play. He's a fun guy to watch work.
And the basket by Johnson.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Mavericks making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. And so it's Milwaukee with it. 9-point game. Red with the ball. Thomas, it's a wide open look. The offensive rebound. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got 9.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. Got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Van Exel. 12 points for him. Nowitzki outside. Van Exel against Cassell. Charity stripe shot. Here's Nowitzki. And Dallas again with the bucket.
This is just one of those games for Nowitzki. I mean, he's playing with a lot of fire, energy, and getting things to go his way as a result.
Van Exel against Cassell. Tries the spin move. It's blocked. And they recover. Michael Redd's on the wing. Defended by Griffin. Thomas, good.
Nice dish from Red that time. The sweet shooting lefty, showing you he's got more than just shooting in his package.
Nowitzki with the screen on Cassell. And there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by Van Exel. Van Exel's got his 3rd assist on the night. Bucks trail by 8. Here's Johnson. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 11.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Nowitzki looking it over. Drives to the hoop. Johnson Johnson with the block. Here's Thomas, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Sticking with his shot despite some good defense.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. A different look for Dallas. Franklin's checked in for Nowitzki. Bell comes in for Griffin, and it's Nash in for Van Exel. Here's Nash. 11 points for him in that last game against New York.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
Beautiful pass by Steve Nash.
Bucks trail by 6. 1:56 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Cassell. Here's Johnson. Lays it up off the glass. Johnson's got 9 points in the quarter.
Way to stay with it and come away with the second chance opportunity.
To the paint. Here's Bell. Pass to Franklin. Now Nash. To the middle. A nice shot by Franklin. Franklin's got 9.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Checked in for Dallas. Johnson comes in for Steve Nash. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Let's take a look at Dallas. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in the #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Cassell against Johnson. Pass to Red. Shoots from the high post. The shot's good. Cassell making the play. Cassell's got 4 assists now tonight.
That lefty stroke of Red's, man, it might be, well, it is one of the best in the league.
Now here's Johnson. In the corner, Bell with it. Kicks it out to Bradley. Here's Franklin. There's the drive, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Mavericks have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
At the line for Dallas, Trent Franklin, taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he ends up missing both free throws. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Kukoc, and Franklin pulls it down. Franklin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Such great timing, defensive awareness too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half. Cassell against Johnson. Here's Cassell. The shot misses. Dirk Nowitzki has been leading the charge for the Mavericks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Dirk Nowitzki having a dominant impact in this game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And it's Allen with the jam.
Boy, I love Ray Allen's movement. He's been outstanding, getting quality shots tonight.
Nash outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Mavericks making a switch here. Nowitzki's checked in.
Oh, agile play from Cassell down low, finding a high percentage look there.
Cassell against Nash. Nowitzki outside. There's the three. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got his 7th assist here tonight.
Making it rain a little from outside.
Cassell against Nash. Now here is Red. Allen the open look. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Nash. Back to Griffin. Nash outside. Rebound, Milwaukee. Johnson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Allen. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end. Always in attack mode.
Nash drives in. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Yeah, and you got to like how creative Nash is driving inside. A quick-footed guard who just kind of slices through the D and picks his spots.
Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Finishing things off there with a dunk.
Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Nash outside. Bradley sets the pick for Nash. Nowitzki outside. Launches it. And the 3 ball is good. Nowitzki's got 25 points in the game.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, he's stacking up threes the way he is. I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And the Mavericks with some changes. LaFrance's checked in for Bradley. Finley comes in for Williams. And it's Bell in for Griffin. Timeout called the Bucks. It's been quite a game for Dirk Nowitzki.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
A different look for Dallas. Franklin's checked in for Nowitzki. Van Exel comes in for Bell. And it's Johnson in for Nash. So it's the Bucks now, trailing by 4. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Cassell against Johnson. It's deflected. And here is Van Exel. He's got 12. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Down low, here's LaFrance. They shoot again. Now Finley. He has 6. Inside, here's Van Exel. Well, it was only a matter of time that they finally get the bucket. Van Exel's got 14 points. Bucks trail by 6. Pass to Kukoc. Here's Allen. Pocket 6. For 3. Mavericks with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Back to Johnson. Cassell grabs the miss. Cassell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Allen for the 3. And Franklin pulls it down. Mavericks leading by 6. And taken away by Johnson. 3 on 3. Here's Red. Makes it off the glass. He's got 7.
Now, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Pass to Finley. Back to Van Exel. Here's Finley. Van Exel with a screen on Red. Finley. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Pocket 2. Here's Finley.
Coaches love when their defenders put forth that kind of effort.
Dallas, no good that time either. Here's Kukoc, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Now just a 2-point Maverick lead.
I mean, Kukoc has the touch to strike from anywhere. The mid-range is just another place where he's a real threat.
Tries from 16. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Bucks have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Red passes to Cassell. Pass to Kukoc. For the lead. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Van Exel with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Franklin passes to Finley. It's hauled in by Michael Red. Milwaukee has gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. The Mavericks leading. Here's Finley. 6 points for him. Pass to Franklin. Out to the wing. Trying to end the drought. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Michael Red.
And Finley brings a lot of athleticism to that position. Can throw it down as well as stroke it from deep.
And he knocks down the first one. Both teams will make substitutions. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Bucks trail by 3. Near the 3-point line, it's Red. They get the rebound. Thomas. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Cassell. Now here is Red. It's Allen on the wing. And another shot. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
And Allen known for his scoring ability, especially when it comes to shooting.
Nash the pass to Bell. Back to Nash. Over Thomas. Here's Eschmeyer. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got 9 assists now tonight.
And Nash, really just pure genius in that pick and roll. You give him any kind of space, and he's going to whip the pass right through the teeth of the defense.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Eduardo Nahara checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Cassell. 7 points in the game. It's Allen on the wing. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Allen's got 9 points here in the second half.
Oh, great at finding open teammates. You want Cassell feeding the shooters.
Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. A shot by Nash. Rebound, Milwaukee. Thomas got 4 rebounds in this game. A floater. Nowitzki with the rebound. Nowitzki's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Nash. Nowitzki against Thomas. Nowitzki kicks to Nash. Nowitzki with the screen on red. Nash dishes to Nowitzki. And Nowitzki with the stuff.
On the pick and roll, Nowitzki uses his size so well, disrupting the D and getting himself into shooting position.
Cassell against Nash. Here's Cassell. He has been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Johnson can't hit. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Now, here is Bell. Nowitzki with the screen on Thomas. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Red passes to Cassell. Pass to Allen for the lead. The shot's good. Cassell making the play. Cassell's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Love the stroke of Allen. I mean, his jumper is as sweet as cotton candy.
Dallas calls timeout. Dallas making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Sampson's checked in, and Murray's subbed in for Ray Allen. The Mavericks trailing. Near the three-point line, it's Nash. Sampson pulls it in. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Bucks. Here's Cassell. He's got 7. Good work there as it goes. Cassell's got the lead up to 3 now for Milwaukee. Dallas shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. Bell against Murray. Now, here is Bell. He's covered closely. Here's Nash. Here's Bradley. Nash outside. Pass to Bell. Back to Nash. The tray. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Dallas calls timeout. And some changes here for the Mavericks. LaFrancis checked in for Bradley. Griffin comes in for Raja Bell. And it's Johnson in for Nash. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Caffey, he's checked in for Michael Redd. Here is Nahara. Nothing on the board. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
When you get a look that close in, it is a great possession.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
Well, throughout this game, they've been lighting it up from mid-range. I love seeing that. They've made that the focus of their offense, and it's really paid off.
And that's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
And here are the Mavericks now after the basket by Milwaukee. Nowitzki inside. He's got 27. Bucks leading by 4. Here's Cassell. There's a good screen. Shoots over Johnson. Here's Sampson. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, great work inside. He doesn't mind taking punishment on the way up.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe. Dallas has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Franklin. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Nahara. 5 on the clock. Here's Franklin. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, he basically willed that shot to fall despite the contact he drew. That was a heck of a play.
He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one. Kicks it out to Johnson. Picked by Griffin. Johnson dishes to Griffin. And stolen by Murray. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the layup's good off the glass. Murray's got 7. Johnson with it. To the inside. Franklin. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Milwaukee on top. They lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Now, here's Nash. Down low. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from LaFrance.
How much fun would it be to play with Steve Nash? I mean, man, I know everybody who can score it or shoot it would love to be on the floor with him.
Wide open look here for Murray. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he shot that with confidence, rising and firing without hesitation.
Murray against Nash. And stolen by Murray. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And excellent. Here's LaFrance. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. LaFrance has got 4 this quarter.
Excellent positioning and movement. He's clearly got the pick and roll down pat.
Pass to Caffey. To the middle. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The Bucks working the ball around. The 3 from Thomas. It's hauled in by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 8 rebounds in this game. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Van Exel.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Pass to Allen. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. And that one's good. Caffey.
Caffey has the size, strength, tenacity, want to, that makes him an offensive rebounding machine. That's why he gets it done at that end.
Basket good. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 3-point lead. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Caffey. clock at 4. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
They grab their own miss. Pass to Van Exel. Nowitzki for 3. Connects from three-point range. Nowitzki's got 30 points.
And few big men can shoot it like Nowitzki.
And here is Murray. Allen outside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Nowitzki's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Johnson, he's checked in for Steve Nash. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Reds checked in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th.
They've been undisciplined defensively, getting themselves into foul trouble far too early.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Murray outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Murray's got 7 now in this quarter.
Boy, this man knows how to handle that rock. Looks like it's part of his body.
Now Van Exel. Back to Nowitzki. They get it back. Van Exel kicks to Nowitzki. Another shot. Back to Van Exel. Nowitzki with the screen on Allen. Van Exel passes to Nowitzki. That one falls. That's now 32 points for Nowitzki.
Love how Nowitzki goes right up with it when he's this deep. I mean, not giving the defense any time to react.
Pass to Allen. To the paint. Here's Sampson. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Van Exel with it. Inside. Here's Nowitzki. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Nowitzki's got 34.
And just keeping things simple on offense. Van Exel spotting the open man and just getting him the ball.
Now here's Murray. Here he goes, and it's blocked. Right side, Williams. Red with the steal. Murray against Johnson. Thomas dishes to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Michael Retta's on the wing. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Count the basket. Sampson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Nowitzki with the screen on Allen. Driving in. Nowitzki has the open look. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
Red passes to Thomas. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one. Johnson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Cassell comes in for Murray. Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Nash. Lets it fly. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Thomas. Nash against Cassell. And here is Red. The Mavericks pull it in. Bradley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Bradley sets the pick for Nash.
Oh, that's a great job by Nash, just earning that call. He makes the defense so uncomfortable.
He misses the free throw. Kukoc, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second.
Tough miss at this juncture. They're down 2 baskets right now.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Here's Cassell over Nash. Cassell gets the bucket.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
Van Exel passes to Finley. Yes, that goes in.
He's not just a jump shooter now. Michael Finley will give it to you inside, too.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's Cassell. Johnson with a screen on Nash. 6 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Red. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Van Exel against Johnson. Here's Nash driving inside. Rebound Milwaukee. And here is Red. Pass to Cassell. Here's Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. I think it's Steve Nash.
That's what you got to do. Go up strong.
That's good from Johnson. And he can't hit the second.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least.
Finley the pass to Van Exel. Van Exel with a screen on Cassell. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Finley.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And now the fast break. Nash with the ball. And the basket by Van Exel.
I love watching Van Exel dial it in from deep there. A superb sniper from beyond the arc.
The Bucks shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Dallas. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Yeah, disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one to give them the lead.
It's Nowitzki on the wing. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A different look for Dallas. Hill comes in for Van Exel. And it's Johnson in for Steve Nash. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Cassell. Allen outside. Takes the 3. And it's Bradley with the rebound. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Nowitzki outside. Now Finley. Johnson with a screen on Cassell. Here's Finley. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
Avery Johnson. 3rd personal foul.
That's good from Kukoc.
You know, Tony Kukoc can do it all in a way few guys can. I mean, this guy's 6'10". He's got good ball skills. He can score. He rebounds it. He's an excellent passer. You just don't see this diverse a skill set that often, especially in a 6'10" guy.
Johnson with a screen on Red. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Finley.
Finley so confident and no back down whatsoever in his game, even when the pressure is turned up.
Here's Cassell. Mavericks with the rebound. Bradley's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Finley, the by Kukoc.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Cassell. Step back shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Cassell's got 9 points now in just the second half. We've got 1:55 left here in the 4th quarter. Johnson to pass to Nowitzki. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Cassell. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound. Nowitzki's got 11 rebounds in the game. Johnson kicks to Finley. Johnson with his screen on right. Finley. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Allen in the post, defended by Bell. Allen's shot is off. Crucial possession with time ticking down.
He had opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
Nowitzki with the screen on right. Here's Finley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Johnson. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Mavericks, Michael Finley.
Good on the first, and that ties the game up. On the Mavericks with some changes. LaFrancie's checked in for Brent, and Van Exel subbed in for Beck.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Allen against Van Exel. Allen surveying the D. To the inside. Johnson. That shot is off. Nice D from Nowitzki. Here's Dallas. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Van Exel. It drops.
Well, Dirk Nowitzki is a handful. They're having a lot of trouble dealing with it.
The Bucks call time. Turning here to our analysts. What factors, guys, come to your mind?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Franklin's checked in for Nowitzki. Bell comes in for Van Exel. And it's Nash in for Johnson. Allen in the post, defended by Bell. Here's Johnson. It's good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
The Bucks call time.
Okay, Dallas.
Mavericks making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. And listen to what George Karl told his team during that huddle. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
All right, thank you, David.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
It's right outside. Rebounded by Bell. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Fifth team foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Taking 2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.